I may have let my confidence from the past couple months get to me a little bit too much last time around by picking Matt Frevola as my lock of the night play at plus 110. Now, I expected his wrestle-heavy approach to be a lot more effective than it was throughout that matchup, and I was very surprised that we got the best version of Fierce Ziem that we've ever seen, ultimately leading to Ziem knocking out Frevola in the third and final round of their matchup. So, unfortunately, got to rip up the ticket there. Now, that drops our lock of the night record to 71-35 on the year for plus 14.47 units and a 3% ROI. Not where I'd want to be, especially in October of 2024. We got 3 more full months to come. Let's see if we can get closer to the goal that we had at the beginning of the year. And that starts once again with UFC 307 this week. And I will also have a lock of the night play for ACA 180, which goes down on Friday morning, which has 26 fights. So if you want access to that, I'll have that on the MMA LOTN Patreon page, written breakdowns for you guys. I'll also, and have already posted the lock of the night for UFC 307 on there. So if you want to find out which of these 3 candidates I actually ended up going with, that's where you'll be able to find it. All right, let's get right into it. First, candidate up is going to be Tim Means, coming in at minus 210, going up against fellow veteran Court McGee. Now, McGee obviously has lost 2 of his last 3 fights by knockout, the last one coming by decision. And I do think that Tim Means is more than capable of replicating either one of those performances. And I don't think that the power or lack of power of which that McGee has going against Means here will cause Means too many issues. I look for Means to put together a very classic Means performance here. A lot of clinch knees, clinch elbows, a lot of distance striking, combinations, good footwork, good defensive striking, hopefully staying away from being knocked out. Again, McGee, not a huge knockout threat anyway. And I think we'll see Means do a great job in terms of just pitter-pattering his way to a decision victory and coming through as a minus 210 possible lock of the night candidate. The second lock of the night candidate is going to be Joaquin Buckley, coming in at minus 220 as he takes on Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, who has struggled heavily with wrestlers in recent fights, and that's what Buckley seems to be doing in his recent rise as well. I believe he's on a 4-fight winning streak, and most recently stopping the hype train that was Nursultan Ruziboev by doing a great job in terms of taking him down and controlling him from that top position. Buckley has evolved from being a HUD hunter to being a proper mixed martial artist, utilizing his striking to get to his grappling, and from there doing a good enough job in terms of keeping his opponents down. I think the 41-year-old Thompson is really losing a step, and I think he's going to struggle to utilize his style here against Buckley, who should have the power to keep Thompson a little bit more gun-shy than he normally is, and then eventually look to get this fight to the ground, and I think from there he'll be able to grind out Thompson relatively easily here. Look for Buckley to grind this win out and get the decision victory. The third and final lock of the night candidate is going to be Kevin Holland, coming in at minus 140, going up against the ever-aggressive and reckless Roman Dolidze. Now, Holland, I think, will benefit highly from the reckless style of Dolidze by sniping him from distance and utilizing his speed, accuracy, and power down the pipe. That I think it's going to cause Dolidze a lot of problems. We saw Dolidze run into similar problems against Nasruddin Imavov, and then even though Imavov might be a technically better striker than Holland, Holland is still very dangerous in the striking realm when he can get into his groove. I think that we'll see him utilize superior distance management, good kicks up the middle, but it's really going to be his 1-2s down the pipe that are going to cause Dolidze a ton of trouble, and that will ultimately allow Holland to chip away at him and win this fight on the scorecards. I'm kind of surprised that the line continues to close with a lot of love coming in on Dolidze, but I think Holland has good enough work here that he should be able to stop any approach that Dolidze looks to take and end up winning this fight on the scorecards. Which of these 3 are the official, or is the official lock of the night play? Check out the lock of the night Patreon page to find that out. Otherwise, I will see you guys later today for the top 3 dog of the night candidates. Peace.